College of the Arima Promenade. Let's put our hands together and raise our voice and welcome to main stage the Honorable Patrick Manning and Senator the Honorable Hazel Manning. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not hearing your applause. I'm not hearing your Arima welcome. Let's give it up for our Prime Minister and political leader, the Honorable Patrick Manning. And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back to the podium the Honorable Penelope Beckles to continue her welcome.
Okay, on my own behalf and on behalf of the constituency of Arima, I would like again to welcome the Honorable Patrick Manning, Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, and Senator the Honorable Hazel Manning, Minister of Local Government. And just to continue where I had left off a little while ago, and I was basically indicating my support for local government reform, and I was sharing with you that particularly for persons in the borough of Arima, how very important this process is and how positive this process is and how helpful this process will be to improve the services of Arima. And just very briefly, I'll just say to you that the draft white paper on local government reform recommends that the Arima Borough Corporation be expanded into an Arima Borough and Regional Corporation to include areas of the North Coast communities of Blanchisseuse, Brasso Seco, Heights of Guanapo, portions of Wallerfield of Churchville, Roosevelt Highway, the hinterland communities west of Mausica, La Florissant, La Resource, Arima Heights, and La Baja. And therefore, I know that there are many of you here from Dabadi O'Meara, from Lopino Bonnet, and many other parts of Trinidad and Tobago where this local government reform would definitely affect you in a positive way. But my final comment in welcoming you, and again, just talking a bit about local government reform in a very, very simple way, is to let you know that simultaneous with the local government process, in Arima, Dr. Ralph Henry has also been meeting with the mayor, councillors, and members of parliament to develop that spatial plan for Arima. So side by side with local government reform is the issue of not just looking at boundaries, but also rationalizing the whole issue of service delivery. So that many of you who live in different parts of your constituencies, where you would know that on one side of the road would be a borough or a corporation, on the other side will be also maybe a borough or regional corporation. So there are parts of Arima where you have the borough on one side and you have the regional corporation. And if I could give you a simple example, you would have garbage collection, therefore, on one side of the street on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and on the other side, and we're talking about one road, you have the corporation that would collect on a Tuesday and Thursday. I mean, to you, that might sound simple, but of course it creates lots of challenges, because when you are seeing a truck passing on the other side of the road, simply because you live on the side with the corporation, they will not collect your garbage. Now, rationalizing the boundaries and rationalizing the different areas of the corporation and the boroughs, it means that that issue is one that is going to be resolved. And I am very happy because in going for the two consultations, one that dealt with the borough of Arima and the other one that dealt with the corporation, when you represent a constituency as large as Arima, that starts all the way in the Las Cuevas forest, taking you almost all the way bounding with Matlot. But part of Arima is represented by the borough and the other part is represented by the corporation. The local government reform will rationalize all of that, and therefore it is not only going to be a lot easier for me to represent, but it's going to be a lot easier for the constituents to access the service. I want to close by congratulating the Minister of Local Government, who attended 14 consultations in Trinidad and Tobago. And I would like to ask you to put your hands together. Those 14 consultations would have afforded her the opportunity to be a lot more closer with the people in the different corporations and boroughs, and therefore we know that in making her decision as it relates to local government reform, she would have not only listened, but she would have also attended all of these different constituencies and be in a much better position for us to be able to look to deliver for local government reform. So as I close, I want to say how important I think these exercises are. It's important for us to make the extra effort to come and attend, to come and listen to what the Honorable Prime Minister and other members of Cabinet and other members of Parliament will have to share with us as it relates to local government reform, regional integration, and constitutional reform. So once again, I want to say welcome to the College. About all of those topics that I have just mentioned. Listen to a caring government, listen to a caring cabinet, listen to a caring Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. I say great is the PNM, great is the PNM, long live the PNM. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for the Honorable Penelope Beckles, Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives. College of the Arima Promenade. Let's welcome and give a round of applause to all of our audiences tuned in live on the PNM's website, www.pnm.org.tt. Let's give it up for our audience streaming live on the World Wide Web. Let's give them an Arima welcome to our public education forum here at the College of the Arima Promenade. This evening's program continues right here at the College of Arima Promenade. To kick off this evening's proceedings, providing us with inspirational singing, an 18-year-old young lady singing, "Still I Rise." Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the podium, Nicole Rampaul.
Share